Claude has a memory leak. Every new session starts blank. No goal, no context, no record of what you just built. I fixed it with 2 slash commands. Here's how it works. In today's video, we'll look at a 2-command memory loop that I've built for my Obsidian Vault. So I've created this system primarily when I'm using Claude code in VS Code or Terminal. That can be outside of Obsidian or inside Obsidian. This works alongside my AI Tools community plugin as well. So this is more for complex tasks. So whenever I start a Claude code session, I'm going to use my session start command, and that's going to check my session note to let Claude know about my goal, my context brief, and my next session brief. So it's going to feed the context into my work session, and it'll keep track of all the outputs and then write back to the session note. And once I've finished my session, I'll use the session wrap up command. So that way, if I get distracted or I want to end halfway through, I can wrap up the session and then continue on at another time. So let's see how it works with a real example in Obsidian. Here I am inside of my Obsidian Vault, and up on the left-hand side, I have my .claude folder attached as a folder bridge mount point. If you don't know how to mount hidden folders, check out my last video, Stop Copying Files Folder Bridge plugin. Then I'm going to head down and expand my commands folder. And you can see I've got 2 commands in there, session start and session wrap up. So if we have a look at the session start, what this is going to do is it's going to scan my spaces Claude sessions folder for any notes that I have the status active or paused. So the first step is to check for existing sessions in this location here. So if I expand the spaces and open up the Claude sessions, you can see that I've only got 1 session in there at the moment. The second step is to confirm the session goal. Step 3 will be to determine the session number. And step 4 is going to be to create the session note. And we can see that one is stored in there as well. I'm also giving it the exact structure that I would like it to use, including my YAML properties here and the rest of my note. And then after I've finished my session, I'm going to use the session wrap up. And this one is just going to wrap up the current Claude code session by saving context for next time. So step 1 will be to find the current session inside my base here, draft the next session brief, update the session note, and then create the automation log entry inside of my toolkit automation log. We've also got a memory.md file. So let's see how it works. So if we close this Claude folder, close the spaces folder, you can see I've got my personal development folder here. And under personal development, I've got a folder called 3 ideas. So if we expand that one, I've got a whole bunch of idea markdown notes in there. So I'll just select this one, 110-year-old time machine. So you can see I'm missing some YAML properties at the top here. Also got to reformat this note. Now I could do this with my AI Tools community plugin, but I want to do multiple notes at once. So I'm going to harness the power of Claude Code in order to do it, because you can see if we open up 12 exercises, that one is also missing the majority of its YAML properties. So there's a few ways we can do it. So you can see inside VS Code, I've got the Claude Code for VS Code extension here. And this is just linked to my Claude Pro subscription. So all I need to do is start my session. So I'm going to hit / type in session. And you can see it identifies my 2 new commands. So I'll select the session start, and now that's going to run my session start command. So you can see it's found a pause session here. So it's asking me if I want to resume this session or start a new one. So I'm going to say start a new one. And what's the goal for this session? The goal is to scan the first 20 markdown files in my ideas folder and identify any that are missing front matter, give me a total count and a list of the file names. So now Claude knows what my goal is for this session, and it's going to create that in my Spaces Claude Sessions folder. So you can see it's reading the first 20 files in that folder, and it's given me a list of all the files that are missing front matter. So before we go to the next step, let's jump back into Obsidian. So you can see now inside Obsidian, if I close this 12 exercises, I have my session in progress here. So if I open that up, we can see that I've got some YAML properties up the top here, which says it's my Claude session, the date it was created, the week, the month, quarter, and the year, the session number, which is number 2. It's currently active, and the type is Vault Maintenance. So the goal is to scan the first 20 markdown files in my ideas folder and identify any that are missing front matter. So we've already done that. So let's go back to VS Code. So I'm going to continue my session. I'm going to say for each of these notes, determine whether it's an idea, tool, or a concept, and apply the appropriate fix command using my fix idea, fix tool, fix concept, and work through them one by one. So that's going to use my fix commands that I usually use on my individual notes with my AI Tools community plugin. So we'll hit enter on that one. So now let's go have a look at my fix idea skill. So I'm going to say yes on that one. And we can see that it's looking at the 3d.md file. So it's identified that all the notes are idea notes. So now it's just going to go through one by one and start fixing them. So you can see it's completed archetypes.md. It's finished 7 questions. And then it's moving on to the next one. So depending on how many files we're reading and writing to, this could take up to 5 to 10 minutes to complete. So I'm just going to stop out of 4 out of 20. So I want to go have a look at these 7 questions here. So we'll go back into Obsidian and we're going to bring up 7 questions. And you can see now we have our YAML properties and our formatted note. We've completed a little bit more Vault maintenance. So let's now stop and say, give me a summary of what has been completed so far. So here's a list of all the files that have been completed. So I'm going to wrap up this session for the day. So to do that, I'll use my session wrapper. So we'll hit /session wrapper. Claude's going to change this session from active to paused. It's going to fill out my context brief. And now it's going to add this to my automation log. So let's jump back into Obsidian now. I'm going to go to my recent files and pull up my Claude sessions. And we want to open this session 2. You can see now we have a context brief. So we scan the first 20 markdown files, confirm 20 were missing, applied fix idea to 9 of the notes. And then the next session brief here is giving us a list of the notes that we need to complete. If we wanted a little bit more of a cleaner session here, so then we can go back and say, can you please make clean markdown tables of notes completed and notes left in my session log? And then we'll jump back into our session and we can see we've got a nice markdown of the notes that have been completed and the notes that are remaining. Okay, so let's have a look at another example, but this time we'll do it inside of Obsidian. So I'll expand my right pane and I'm going to use my terminal here. And before we do that, I'll jump into community plugins. And if you want to know what this terminal is, it's called Lean Terminal by Lean Productivity. So I'm just going to type in Claude. That's going to go load Claude in the terminal here. Then I'm going to use my / command, type in session and hit session start. So now it finds the pause session from today. So it wants to know if I would like to resume this session. I'm going to say resume. Do you want to make this edit to this session? So we'll say number 2, yes, allow all edits during this session, or we could hit Shift Tab. And we're going to say yes and don't ask me again for permissions. And if we want to give ourselves a bit more space, we can move our calendar out the way, or we could get rid of it completely. Might do that. Just right click close. Now, if you want to give yourself some more space, you can expand the right pane out. Let's go into my Claude folder and have a look at my fix idea command. What Claude is doing is using my fix idea command across those 20 notes that it's identified that need fixing. So you can see I've got a few steps here. Read the template, my ideas template, read the current note, apply the template structure, preserve all existing content. And that's important because I don't want Claude to change anything that I've written. Check for empty YAML properties, report changes made, include feature image or thumbnail, ensure to check my templates, my idea template, and upgrade the note to a seedling, fern, or tree. And if it's unsure about anything, it has to look in the claude.md file. All right, so while we were explaining that fix idea command, you can see that it's finished everything. We'll just say, please update my session with work completed. So now it's going to go update my session number 2. and we can go to recent files, go into Claude sessions, and we can see that it's in the recent 30 days here. So we can have a look in there, and we can scroll down and we can have a look at all the files that were completed. If we want Claude to give us some more information of what was changed, then we can add that to our session note here, or we could create a context note, which is this one here. So I might just say, please create a context note to attach to this session with a summary of what was done to each note. And that's just going to allow me to have a record to fall back on to see what was completed today. Okay, so we've created our context note, and that is stored in the Claude sessions as well. So if we have a look here, we now have a context note. So if we click on that one, we can see all the information of what was completed for our Vault maintenance. So we can see here a note-by-note summary of what was completed. So let's go into our ideas here, and we'll pull up 110-year-old time machine. We can see we've now got our YAML properties up the top. We've got a nice formatted note. Let's have a look at another one. So archetypes, 4 archetypes, which is this one here. And we can see we've got YAML properties up the top now. Nice formatted note. We've got 7 questions, we've got YAML properties, and a nice formatted note. So that's just a quick way to do some maintenance on my ideas notes following my template structure. So we need to end our session. So we'll go session, wrap up. Then we'll close our personal development, come into our spaces, open up our sessions, and we can see everything in the all sessions this month. So we've got a little type here as well to give us a bit of information. So now I can have a look at that one, and we can see that the status is complete, and we can take out our little fern here. So that's our Vault maintenance done for today. So we'll close that right pane, and then as you're working with Claude Code in your Vault, the sessions in progress will eventually show up here in your bases, and that way you can keep track of everything that you're working on. One last thing I want to show you is the automation log. So if I close the spaces folder, come down to my toolkit, go down to my automation log, I've got all my log notes inside of here of when I use Claude Code in Obsidian. And I also do this for my AI Tools community plugin. So we can see here I've got session 2, Vault maintenance. I've got the tag my automation log, when the automation occurred, then just a brief summary of what was created and changed, why, and the files modified. So that could be handy to keep track of your Claude Code sessions inside of Obsidian with Claude Code inside of your Obsidian Vault. So let's go back to the Claude Sessions folder note, which is this one here. I use the Folder Notes community plugin to create all my folder index pages. So you can see this one is called Claude Session, and I can click on the folder here to show the index page. If I reveal the source code, you can see that it simply just has a CSS class up the top here of table tac 100, and I'm using the minimal theme. Then for my Claude Session.base, that uses the Obsidian Bases plugin. So you can see I'm targeting the view active here, as well as the view recent and by type. If I hit the middle mouse button, we can open up that base. And you can see here I've got 3 views, active, recent, and by type. So if we have a look at the active view, we've just got a filter that says status is exactly active or status is exactly paused. And you could give that a capital as well if you wanted to. All views is file has tag my Claude session. And then for the properties, I'm just bringing in the file name, the type, context note, status, and created. So I've got 2 functions. So the type function is shown here. So that just tells me what type of session it was, and you can modify this to suit what type of work you do with AI in your Obsidian Vault. And we've got created, which is file.ctime.relative parentheses. If we head over to the recent 30 days, we can have a look at our filter, and it just simply is where file has tagged my Claude session. All the following are true: file.ctime greater than now parentheses tac 30 days. And you can modify that to more or less. And the properties are file name, type, context note, week, and status. So the function type is still that same one from the previous view. And then the last one by type is a cards layout. So we've got under here, we've got cards. Card size is 200, image fit cover, image ratio 1. And then you just choose what properties you want to show. And this one probably needs a little bit of work, but for now, I'm just keeping it showing like so. So you can put your base anywhere in your vault. I keep mine in my Spaces Bases folder. So you can see inside there, I've got my Claude session base. All you need to do to get Claude to record sessions in your Obsidian Vault is to make sure that you've got your 2 commands, session start and session wrapper. And that will be in your .claude folder inside your Obsidian Vault. And then everyone should have a claude.md file. And you can create this with the /init command. This just gives Claude an idea about your Vault structure. So the main rule is my automation log rule here. So that just tells Claude to keep track of all my automations inside of my toolkit. The beauty with this setup is you can use it outside of Obsidian or inside Obsidian, as I just showed you in the previous section, or you can use the AI Tools plugin and you've got access to your / commands in there as well. So it really just depends how you would like to work with Claude inside your Obsidian Vault. That's it for today's video. I'll be making these new / commands available to my Vault Explorer members for free in my Agent and Skills Vault. Head to Polls Vault members to grab the latest files or download them via the Ko-Fi link in the description. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.